Hi, my name is Kris Universe and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my very first video. That's why I'm so excited. But it was supposed to be a video about my 10 days Vipassana experience. But thanks to my 10th arcana, which is always about unpredictable results and experiences, I ran away from this place on the day 4. I didn't expect this, to be honest, but I didn't expect anything before going there. I just trusted the flow, trusted my intuition, trusted my feelings, and it led me to this, that I truly escaped this place, even not in half of this adventure. Let's dig into the why. I want to tell you right away that I don't promote Vipassana retreats, I don't judge Vipassana retreats. I fully and deeply respect this method, I respect this technique, and I share only my personal experience with my background, with my spiritual background, with my physical background, and this is truly my personal experience, my personal path, and my personal emotions. And let's start with a quick introduction into the technique so we can understand what Vipassana is about and who needs this technique. The main goal of Vipassana is to get rid of any types of sufferings. If really shortly, you need to switch off your mind, to detach yourself from your personality, from people, from any attachments on this earth, to truly feel enlightenment, peace and happiness within you. And this is philosophy when you live your life aligned with some rules that are connected to Buddhism, and you just follow them so you don't harm any beings, so you don't kill anybody, you don't harm anyone, you don't steal, you don't lie, you just keep yourself really clean and clear, your mind and your body. These are just basics of Vipassana, and that's why when you go to the retreat, there are really strict rules that each participant needs to follow. This is about a really hard discipline, to be honest, because you wake up at 4 a.m, you go to meditate for 2 hours, then you have a breakfast, then like 1 hour of rest, then again meditation for 1 hour and a half, another one for 1 hour, then you have your lunch at 11 a.m, and after 12 a.m. you don't eat anything, like it stops. For eating, we are done. This is, to be honest, was one of the main points that I was stressing about, because like I love eating and I'm honest about it, but it turned out to be okay actually. And as I was a new student, I was allowed to eat 2 fruits at 5 p.m, so it's kind of light dinner, so it was okay finally at the level of the food. And in general, all you do, you just meditate during 10 days for 11 hours per day. This is a lot, really a lot, and not all people can handle it. Then you are not allowed to do almost anything. No phones, no books, no writings, no eye contact, no speaking. You just take a noble of silence, and every person is just like in isolation, like you're together, you live in one place, you meditate together, but you need to feel that you are alone. And it's designed in this way so all people feel that they're alone, and it teaches you to see the reality as it is. And this is also the main goal of Vipassana, to switch your mind to the facts so you can see the life as it is, without your personal perceptions, without your emotions, without your background, negative experience or positive experiences, like to truly see the reality as it is. And this is a beautiful idea. But talking like ahead, it is really extreme experience. Really, it is hard. It is difficult when you live your life like in this modern world, and you go to this isolation space you can't be even like ready for this experience. I wanted to tell you like you need to prepare for this, but I was before going there I was feeling that I was ready. And when I came there, first 2 days were amazing. I just was happy to give my phone, like, please take it. Like, almost all my work is on my phone, as I'm an influencer and I develop my personal branding. So I always, in my phone, I need to reply to my clients, I need to record videos, I need to post this, that, and this, and this. And I was so happy to get rid of my phone, like, please take it for these 10 days. And I wasn't missing it, like, at all. And I was just happy that I don't need to do like anything. I don't need to reply messages. I don't need to do like anything besides meditations. I love meditating. Meditations are a big part of my life, and I have an experience in this. And I already tried even Vipassana method, but in other method it's called Satipatthana. It's different actually, and it's easier for it was easier for me than this one. This method that I came for learning is taught by Goenka, and it's really different actually. I didn't think about it before, so it was so surprising for me. And so the first 2 days I was just happy to be there. I was happy to meditate for 10 hours, and it wasn't difficult for me. I don't know why, but I was just sitting and enjoying the moment that I can be in this present moment. I can be focused only on my body, only on myself, only on my thoughts. Yes, there were a lot of thoughts in my head as usual, because like in our daily life we receive so many information. Like it's an incredible amount of information that comes to our minds, and it's stuck there and it works non-stop. And then when you just cut off all sources of information, you are just sitting in one place, you talk to nobody, you listen to nothing, like you just sit, and that's all, in silence. Your brain starts to get you rid of everything that's in your head. Like, you're sitting meditation and you randomly start thinking about some past events, you think about your future, any song just randomly starts playing in your head non-stop, and it just happens. And your task is to not react. You just observe it. Like, okay, now my mind is thinking about future. Cool. Sorry. Not even telling this is cool. You're just like, And you continue focusing on your meditation technique. And meditation technique was only about focusing on this part of your body, like between your upper lip and your nose. Because when you breathe, you can, if you truly focus on the sensations, you can feel the processes that happen in this area, and your task is to focus your brain there. And it's much difficult than the Vipassana method of Satipatthana, because when I was doing Satipatthana Vipassana, we focused on our bellies, and you also follow your breath, but your belly movement, and it's easier to feel it. It's easier to truly experience this breath rather than feel this little area which we are not used to feel actually, and we are not used to think about this area and feel it. That's why it took me more time to train my mind to be focused on this little part, and to truly awaken these sensations, which happen like always, every second of our lives. And so the first 3, almost 4 days, you just practice this meditation technique. You just concentrate your mind in this area, and you are getting rid of any thoughts from your mind, simply by using this meditation technique. And then on the day 4, the day when I escaped, we started to practice Vipassana technique, and we needed to expand this sensation that you feel in this zone to your whole body. So you learned how to feel these sensations here, and then you just direct your attention, for example, to your head, and you feel which sensations happen there, and then you go by this way through your whole body. And this is Vipassana technique, when you truly switch off your mind, you have no thoughts, you don't feel your body like physically, you only feel these sensations. And when you go deeper into this, you just feel that you are not this body, you are just these little atoms, these sparks which change every millisecond, like it's truly so fast, and the whole world consists of these sparks. So nothing exists actually, we are all like this energy, and you just connect to the state when you feel that you are not your body, you're not your mind, you're not your, like this world doesn't exist, it's just like pure energy. This is one energy, and it just happens, and it all changes every second, every millisecond of life. So, and the goal is to truly feel it. So because many people know about it, but when you feel it, it hits different. Like you perceive this information on truly deeper level. And this is so beautiful, really. To be honest, I'm just, I love meditation for this, that like you're able to feel with your physical body that your energy and you don't exist. And this world is just a matrix that consists of this energy. And normally, like when you understand it, you stop associating yourself with your personality, like with my personality as Kristina, living here, being a woman, working as a spiritual coach, and like being a family member, etc., because like we have a lot of roles here and we play these roles. And the philosophy of Vipassana is to get rid of these attachments to this personality Kristina, which has her like fears, goals, emotions, and she suffers sometimes when she can't reach something, anything, or when she suffers because she lost, she failed, or anything. So the goal is to not be attached to this, but to truly feel that you are this energy, and to live for the good of this earth, of people, and to truly switch your mindset. And this is beautiful. Like, do you agree? I agree. But what provoked a great resistance within me and why I left? You know, I'm about balance. Balance in all spheres of my life, in my personality, like even in like my masculine side and feminine side. I was living almost like many years in my masculine side. I was truly in male energies. Then I decided that I don't want to be like this, and I switched to my feminine side, but was too much in my feminine side, and I had no money, so like it didn't work. Because like you need to find this balance between black and white, feminine and masculine, being spiritual and material. This is one of my main tasks for this lifetime. If you look at my destiny matrix chart, half of my energies are highly spiritual, like 9th energy, 14th, 10th arcana. They're truly connected to the universe, this flow, and they channel information through them. But I also have the 3rd arcana, which is really material one, and the 2nd arcana, which is all connection to the nature, grounding, and also the 2nd arcana, this is like my material karma, and it's all about combining opposites. And this is like my goal, and this is what I'm doing. This is all about me, is that I combine black and white, masculine, feminine, spiritual, material. Like I'm highly spiritual person, but at the same time I'm not only spiritual, I'm also a physical woman who loves practicing sports, connecting to my body, do body practices, who can like drink alcohol, because like it's also energy, and I'm not only like here, I'm also there, and it's about this perfect balance that helps me to be in harmony. So like, you know, and like the philosophy of this method was so there, like, and my philosophy is that you can be enlightened but living your human life, like developing your business, creating your family, and just being connected to the earth, not only to the universe. You are between, like between sky and the earth. And when you feel this balance and these energies, how they exchange, and you don't reject anything, you just become everything. And this was a fact that provoked really negative reactions within my body and within my mind. Because every day we were listening to the lectures during like 1.5 hours. Everyone was listening it in their native language. And so I was listening in Russian. That's why they gave me like headphones. And I was sitting in a small room, just in front of the wall. So imagine there is a wall. I was just looking at it with headphones and listening to these lectures. And for me, even if they told like Vipassana is not connected to religion, not about Buddhism, but it is. At least for me, like they use so many religious notions, religious words, and yes, I know that every person can become Buddha, can be Buddha, can be enlightened, can be this pure light, can be this true wisdom, but why? I don't want to be a Buddha and to sit somewhere in the mountains, and so people come for me for advice, for my wisdom, and I would teach them. I don't want this. Like, for me, it's easier to be a monarch in the mountains, but try to keep this clarity, try to be spiritually awakened in the modern world. Developing your business, creating your family, having children. And when I was listening to these lectures, again, I will repeat, this is only my perception. Like, no judgment of this method at all. But for me, it was too rigid and too old. I don't want to get rid of attachments to my parents, for example. And yes, I know that in the future they will die, all my friends will die, all my relatives, and even me, I will die. I know this, but it doesn't mean that I need to get rid of these attachments so that I don't suffer. I want to suffer when my closed ones leave. Because as a soul, I came here to experience human emotions, human experience, physical experience. As a soul, I'm not attached to anything, and I know this. But in my opinion, and in the way I feel this world, we came here to feel. And this is such a big and beautiful gift to be able to feel. I want even to cry. And this is beautiful, like that I have this deep feeling, and even now, like, I have tears. I can feel. And I love a bird. It's just a beautiful bird sitting there. So that's beautiful that I can feel happiness, I can feel sadness. This is also beautiful. And in my opinion, the goal is to just be able to live fully these emotions and not being stuck into these emotions. Because if, for example, like something bad happened, I let myself experience pain. I let myself cry, I let myself to truly go through it, but then I'm like, okay, I'm go into it like fully and I truly suffer, but then I'm just like, okay, now I choose to go forward, and you just go. You accept these emotions, you don't resist it. Thank you, this little bird, but please don't sing it here. Okay, it helps me. This like sound effects, yeah. So I want to be attached to my family, to my friends, because I love them and I love experience these feelings. Of course, it's not like too much when you can't like live without your close ones being close to you, or like without your friends being always there. Of course, it's about balance, like, you know, like the balance. This is my favorite word now, because it truly describes the sense of this life, I think, to find your perfect balance of everything. And this was like the first moment that I was like, no, I don't want to follow it. The second one was that they told like about passion, that it like has power on us, but come on, sexual energy is the most powerful energy. I just love it. I do Kundalini awakening. I know how this energy works. This is like life energy. I can feel it, I can awaken it, I can direct it into the things that I want to. And this is also a great sensations, great feelings to be in passion, like, and to develop it. So yeah, there were many notions like this that weren't connected to me. And now I understand why before going to Vipassana they have this big like not pole, how it's called, this big oh my god, I forgot this word, when you just answer different questions and they ask if you are involved into any spiritual practices. And when I described them that I do like theta healing, channeling sessions, tarot, destiny metrics, Kundalini awakening, body practices, like I do truly a lot. I'm into spirituality for more than 10 years already, so I have a really big background. And when I described it, they allowed me to come, but only once. And I was like, but why? This is weird. Like, why I can't learn your technique and go deeper? But now I understand. I have already a huge background in spirituality. I tried like thousands of different techniques, and I already feel my body. I'm connected to my soul. I developed my intuition. And when I was listening to this information, if I was like a white list, a blank list, I would receive and perceive this information easily, I think. But as I have already all this background and I have already this big foundation within me, like I can feel my body, I can easily feel which information resonates with me and which is not, which information I need right now and which is not, what is truth for me and what is not. And my body just started rejecting this information, because again, for me it was too strict, like it was too much strict, too much religious. I respect all religions, and I accept it and I let it be, but I'm not into any of religions. I'm just connected to like pure energy, to the universe, to this energy which we all consist of. So that's why for me this is like old patterns that could work like 2000 years ago, but now in the modern world I feel it differently. And what happened next? On the third day I just was listening to this lecture, and I didn't want to listen to it anymore. Truly, I was like, no, please stop, but I couldn't. There was a person who just followed us to listen to it from the beginning till the end, and I couldn't like turn off the volume, anything. I just had to listen to it. And was the second point why I didn't like this retreat. We were kinda in the prison, and probably this is the exact center that I was living in this time, because like I didn't like the conditions and the space where we've been living. Like there was one big room with 20 beds when like 20 women were sleeping. We had only one big bathroom with like 5 toilets, 5 showers, and only 3 sinks for 35 women. 35. That's a lot. And like during first 2 days I was like well, okay, like but on the third day, when you truly live there, like 35 women in one bathroom, like I think you know, and it wasn't comfortable like at all. And also there were really strict rules. Like I know that from one side it's really important to be disciplined to get results, because their goal is to lead people during all these 10 days and to bring them to the state when you are in nirvana, when you are just happy, you are disconnected like from your personality, you feel this. I know this feeling because when I did my 1-day Vipassana in Bali, I did it 2 times, and each time I reached this state when you don't move your body for more than 1 hour in meditation, like you're truly disconnected from your body. You have no thoughts like at all, or even like one thought for 5 minutes. So it's really a little, and you just come to the state when you are not a person anymore. You're nothing. You're nothing. You're nothing and all at the same time. And it was enough for me 1 day in Bali to come to the state, and here this time I came to the state on the 3rd day. And I was sitting like there for more than 1 hour, and I just really felt again this happiness, and I have even goosebumps again because for me this is the best feeling ever, truly the best, and I'm sure that every person should experience it, that truly you just reset your nervous system. You just, I can't describe it, but you need to feel it and to live it yourself to understand what it is. So I experienced it on the 3rd day, and then I started channeling many ideas for my business, for my life in general, because if the first 2 days I was just getting rid of all this garbage in my head, I was just like thinking about my past, my future, my friends, my my environment, like then when it's all gone, I start receiving like for the future some ideas, some inspiration, but I couldn't write it down. So I tried like to tell to my mind like, okay, you will remember it, and when I finish like my Vipassana course, you will just bring it to me, okay? And so yeah, and like it was enough for me already on the 3rd day. And on the day 4, after I had a feeling of rejection of the information I was listening to, and like the concept and the environment in where I was listening to it, already for more than 3 days I wasn't receive any information, I wasn't talk to anyone, I wasn't listening to anything, I wasn't reading anything, but I listened to only these 1.5 hour lectures. And imagine how deep this information goes into my mind if I don't have like anything other, and it goes directly into my subconscious mind. And I was like, okay, this information doesn't resonate with me, but it goes so deeply in my mind, and I don't want to be so deeply in my subconscious mind. So this is truly reprogramming, and I was like, I don't want to reprogram my mind into this. And this is about awareness and courage to truly to see it, to accept it, and to take this decision to live. But on the third day, I was just like, okay, I'm still reflecting on what I can do with it. Should I continue or what? But this night, I had a really strong panic attack. My body was just physically rejecting this information. So it's not about even my mindset, it was about my body. I had a really horrible nausea. I had a panic attack, so my heartbeat was crazy. I was just like, I was just like, oh my god, like I will die now. So it truly was like panic attack. And you know, you are in this big room with 20 women, but I felt so alone with my panic. Oh my god, like I can talk to anyone, I can share like anything. I just lying in this bed. There are a lot of people around me, and this was the moment when I started to feel all this energy of different people around me, and that became crazy. I almost didn't sleep that night, and in the morning when we started practicing, I wasn't feel good. But I calmed down because I know how to work with panic attacks. I used to have them like 3 years ago when I were going with like identity crisis, and I had crazy panic attacks. So I know how to work with it, how to harmonize my state, and I managed to do that. But I still had this feeling that I don't want to listen to it. Like I started to feel that I took enough for me, for my body. And so I continued meditating, and after our lunch we did our first Vipassana meditation, and it was a crazy journey. Oh my god, if before like we've been meditating only we had like all the meditation were leading by Goenka itself. It's like a spiritual teacher, and this course was recorded I think like 50 years ago or something, like really long ago. And our teacher here in this like in this space, they just turned on these recordings, and we've been listening to the voice of Goenka, and he was chanting mantras and then explaining the technique of meditation, that we just focus like on this area, and we were meditating for hours every day. And so this time when we started Vipassana, he been leading this meditation for 2 hours. Like if before he was just like, okay, for 5 minutes I explain you how to make it, then you make it yourself. And now he was leading us like for 2 hours, and I just flew away. That was crazy, really. And I liked it from one side because it's truly like I was truly in deep processes, in deep meditation, but my body was exhausted. In this moment, I understand that no, it's enough for me. Like please stop, because it felt really too much. Like I love meditating. I love this technique. I could feel what he wanted us to feel. But I imagine that, okay, after this meditation, I need to go back to this room and meditate again for 1 hour, then to listen to this lecture for 1.5 hours, and then again meditate for 1 hour, and only then I go to sleep. And in the next day, I need to continue meditating for 11 hours. I felt this is too much. I've gone like directly after this meditation to the forest, and I was just walking and thinking what I can do and say if I should leave. And I truly understand that yes, because the second strong panic attack started. And when I came back after this walk, we had again like a meditation for 1 hour. I sit there and I clearly understand that it's time to go because I couldn't breathe. My throat is just like blocked. I know that this is type of panic attacks when you can't breathe. Like you have a sensation that you can't breathe. Like physically you can breathe, but it's just closed here, and you have this fear that you can't breathe. And it happened to me, and I asked myself only like one question: why I need to suffer? Like the goal of Vipassana is to get rid of any types of suffering, but true suffering. Why? Like, there are many different ways. I don't need to suffer like this. And also another point that led me to this decision to leave. We were meditating. 80 people, more than 80 people in the same room, 40 women and 40 men. And each of us was going through some processes like in this meditation. And I needed to hold so strong my energy field to put the protection. Usually I don't put any protection because I changed a lot in my mindset that I'm not in danger to have protection, but here I'm really sensitive person. I work with energy, I do Kundalini awakening, I channel information, so I truly work with energy, I work with people, and I developed this sensibility to feel energy of people. And when you sit there with 80 people, this is crazy. Like, if the first 2 days I wasn't pay attention to this, on the third day when I cleared all this surface of my mind, of these thoughts of my daily life, of my work processes, etc., and I just improved more my sensibility, I started to feel all these 80 people. And this is tough. Someone suffers while sitting meditation. Someone is not used to meditate at all. And every person experiences their paths, their suffering, their thoughts. And I just it felt so overwhelming. I could energetically feel their energy, feel their thoughts, feel their processes. And even if I just cut off myself from them, I just hold my energy field, it takes my energy to keep this space, but at the same time I can't cut off myself from the space. I can't go out from this space, as I'm I must be in these meditations, in this hall every day. And for me, it's not really it wasn't clean. Yes, I'm not afraid to tell this word, that I think that it should be more protected, it should be more space. If this big quantity of people meditate together, there should be protection, there should be more space between these people. Because like me, I know how to hold my space, and even me, when I left this, it took me 2 days to clear my body, to clear my energy field, and all. So it was overwhelming for me. So when I understood that I don't want to listen to these lectures, I don't want to ground so deep this information in my mind, I don't want to. I can't be in this energy field when we meditate and feel all these people, feel all their fears, all their processes. I don't want to. This isn't clean. and my body like was rejecting this, like not even my mind, but my body was just Kris, go 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 go. And when I just came back from this walking, I understood that okay, it is too much for me, and I have goosebumps again now. This is when you have goosebumps, it's like the sign when you're connected to your true self, to your soul, and you are going the right way. Because when I receive, like during my channeling sessions, when I receive any messages that are fully resonating with this person, we both like have also goosebumps. So I just came back to the meditation, which was 1 hour meditation before going to listen to these lectures. I noticed that I couldn't breathe, and I just got up and left during the meditation. And I'm so proud of myself because I used to be this shy, passionate girl. I'm still passionate. I still can be passionate when it's needed. I still can be respectful, but I love myself. I love my body. I respect my feelings. I respect my sensations. I respect my body. And if I feel really, really bad, if I feel that it's overwhelming for me and I need to go out to recharge, like I truly understand if I still be in this room, the consequences will be much harder for me to heal, to release, and to restore my energy, to restore my physical state. That's why I just have chosen myself, and I left this room and asked the teacher after the meditation to leave the center. I don't regret to go there. I don't regret to leave. Like, it feels like I took exactly the amount of energy, of information, of transformation that I needed. And I understood that this isn't my technique. I don't love these hard experiences, and I always, in my work, I lead people gently. I always tell them, don't work over all your energies in the destiny matrix. Go step by step, little by little. You don't need these huge, crazy transformations to change. You can change with love, deeply, with care. And I understood, like, this moment when I was leaving this center, that I finally know how to manifest this self-love and self-care, that I love my body, I take care of it, I take care of my emotional state, of my feelings, I respect it, and I trust my intuition, I trust my flow. And if I felt that it's time to go, that I took enough, I just follow it. And this is the key for me, like to be in balance. And if you feel I was drawn to this experience and I received what I wanted, because when I came back, I continue to practice meditation every day, like in silence, to continue focusing on my breath, and it gives me so much energy and so much focus to create more. And I now doing like something that I was postponing for so long. I'm improving my destiny matrix readings. I'm recording personal meditations, personal practices. Like I do something that I was planning to do for so long, but something was stopping me. And during this Vipassana, I could release it, and I could release like everything that were like disturbing, like were stopping me from going further. And I did that. I also reached again this state when you're just connected with the whole world, and with this energy of expansion, of peace within me, I'm going further. And now this is like goal of this video, is to transfer this message that choose yourself, choose your sensations, choose your flow, your intuition, because it's all hits different when you truly follow your guidance. Because like the teacher didn't allow me to live at first, and I needed to truly even beg for it because I wasn't truly feel good. But they were like, that's okay, this is like your subconscious mind, and this is your protection reaction of your personality as Kristina, but when you're disconnected from this you will feel better. But I feel differently, and I could tell them like, okay, yes, I could stay there, I could overcome the states, I know that, but why? I truly feel my flow, and my flow told me that you took what you needed, you need to now go and work and create and expand further. And I just followed it, and I'm so happy about it. So I love meditations, I love silent meditations. It really helps to clear your mind, to be more focused, teaches you how to be a boss of your mind, like, you know, that not this monkey inside you is your boss and directs you to think about something, to scroll your reels or to do anything, but you are this boss that can tell him, shut up, and we do this focused, efficiently, and with pleasure. And this is a great skill. That's why I always like promote meditations. It truly helps you manage your life, but not in this extreme and super hard ways, like to 11 hours per day. You can do this like for one day, as I did in Bali, and it was amazing experience. Yes, it was crazy hard as well, but it's enough to reset your mindset, and then you just keep practicing on daily basis, like for 20 minutes, for 30 minutes. Like I meditate now for 30 minutes every day, every morning, and it helps me to truly clear my mind before I go to my phone, before I start working, before I start like living this day. I just spend this time to focus my mindset and to get rid of this garbage around, and then I just go straight to my plan. And this helps, this works, it's amazing, it's perfect. But like this 10 days Vipassana experience, this is extreme, and I love myself too much to suffer like this. And this is the best insight I could receive from this experience, because I don't need to suffer. So yeah, Vipassana finally brought me these results of not being suffering, but through living this Vipassana retreat. Like, you know, it's like a paradox, but finally I interpret this like in this way, and my mind is just got the response in this way, and that's so beautiful. I don't regret about anything. That was really cool experience, cool adventure. My Tensor Kane is happy because it was really another adventure of my life. I truly love experiments. I love trying new things, and I just go straight to it without hesitations. I just jump on board, and then we will figure out how to deal with it. And that's why all my techniques that I just promote myself, I try it myself. I go deep into it. I experience it, and only then I can recommend something. I can like teach something, and I can pass on my knowledge only after experiencing it and only after trying it. So, and I tried this Vipassana experience, and that's not my thing. And I'm so happy that I'm this powerful, confident woman that can leave the place if she doesn't like anything, if she doesn't feel it aligned with herself. It took me so long to come to the state, and I'm so proud of myself. I just love myself, I just love my body, and I feel so good now after this experience. I'm just fully into work process, I'm super focused, and I create something really special and big. And so that's great. I just loved it. But I won't come for the second time. But probably, like, if I would go to another center where there are personal rooms, personal bathrooms for every participant, probably I would stay for all 10 days, because environment itself was really overwhelming. When you're never alone, when, like, it's not comfortable, like, physically especially. But would I listen to all these lectures? Like, you never know. But I trust the universe, and it brought me exactly to this center, because I was applying for 2 centers and this one was accepted me. So I trust. I needed to go exactly into this place and to experience exactly this experience. So that's why my final message: develop this true connection with your soul, with your personality. Build this inner core, inner confidence, so you can go through any experiences and you can be yourself, and you can feel what is resonating with you, what is not, what you allow to come into your energy field, to your mindset, to your body, and what you don't allow to come in. And this is about power that you have, and you can manage your life the way you want to. And don't be afraid to try, don't be afraid to experience different things, but stay yourself, be yourself, protect yourself, and take care of yourself. And remember that you can be a highly spiritual person, and you can make great amount of money, big crazy amount of money. Like, you can be spiritual person and you can experience sadness. You can be spiritual person and you can drink alcohol. You can be spiritual person and you can do whatever you want to. Erase these frames. Not. You can choose. You can choose. And this world that you are living will be reflecting your intentions, your desires, and what you want to. So, follow this channel. I can't believe that I finally say this, because I wanted to record YouTube videos for so long, so finally this is my first video. And follow this channel. I will share a lot of tips concerning your personality, connection with your soul, body practices, kundalini, like everything. And I will be so happy if you can support me and just like this video, comment, and share it with your friends who have an idea to go to Vipassana. Probably it will be helpful. And choose yourself and follow your intuition. Bye!